All right, what's going on, Virgos? We're going to go ahead and jump into your March 2022 reading, and we're going to see what's coming up for you for the month. There's a lot of shit going on with Virgos. I'm just looking at y'all's chart right now. All right, let's see, Virgo. If you're new to the channel, these are general readings, so be sure to also check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus sign. You can check your other placements. Whenever I do talk about the astrology, if I bring up the astrology, I'm talking about it from the Sun and Rising perspective, but you can still apply these readings to your other placements. So, let's see. Virgos. Holy shit, that Sun is getting close to conjuncting Jupiter in your relationship house, with Neptune being there. Even your 5th house is stacked. Even your 6th house, like... All right, let's see. 10 of Swords, the Chariot, and you have the Judgment. I like this read. We gotta talk about your energies right now. I mean, it's still pretty good, but... All right, let's get into it. Let's pull your astrology cards. What we got? You got Sagittarius IC. This is so interesting because this is an interesting reading. You got 2 cards. Time to move on. Flow with the river. See where it takes you. You are here for a purpose. Learning, realizing what matters to you. And you have this cleansing storms. A lot of you I feel like there is this sort of cleansing, but there's almost like there's a second chance or there's an opportunity here to kind of release the past, like totally. Because the 10 of Swords on the Judgment, it's like, I feel like for some of you, it's like you've been through the ringer. I feel like you're tired of doing the same thing over and over and over. The 10 of Swords really reminds me of the South Node being in your 3rd house right now. And the 3rd house is all about the intellect. Third house is also related to Swords, air energy, because it's ruled by Gemini. And it's also in regards to your intellect, your thought process, what it is that you're wanting to communicate, stuff that you're trying to understand. And I feel like it's about your future, but I feel like with this Judgment card's ruled by Scorpio. I feel like there's an energy here towards like you're having to really make these bigger decisions here to move forward in your life. Because right now you have the Chariot and the Judgment card. I feel like you're on your path here, but the 10 of Swords with that Judgment, it's like, it's almost like it's like you're liberating yourself from something so that way you can actually move forward in your life and grow and expand here. You even have this Sagittarius card I see, right? And so your 3rd house is Scorpio with the South Node being there, and then the North Node's in Taurus, and your 9th house, and Sagittarius rules the 9th house, but for you it's Taurus. So, and this is all about opening yourself up to, you know, the increase that you really want for yourself that's actually going to provide you long-term stability and that makes you feel good and that is actually aligned with your values and the things that you want to commit yourself to, especially with the Ace of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Wands being in your challenge. The Hierophant does rule beliefs. It also rules faith, and so does the 9th house. And I feel like this is what's really come out in your reading. If you don't really know astrology, I'll talk. You'll start to grasp what I'm saying. But if not, just research it, look it up. But that Ace of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Wands, I feel like you're trying to find exactly what it is that you're looking for. And I feel like you're trying to find clarity in regards to your partnerships, your relationships, your commitments, also based upon what it is that's going to bring fun, passion, and excitement. And I feel like that's kind of been the block for you. But I feel like that's about to change because this is so funny. It's not funny, like your reading's not funny, but it's just so totally related to the astrology right now when I'm doing your reading. And it's just interesting to see what's coming out. Because the Queen of Wands could really refer to Leo, especially with having that sunflower there. And the Leo does rule the 5th house. And right now you have Mars, Venus, and Pluto that are about to conjunct, or Mars and Venus are about to conjunct Pluto, or they're pretty much already conjuncting it. But this is already about to happen, just depending on when it is that you're, watching the video. But it's in regards to what it is that is going to be fun, that does have passion, that is going to bring excitement and joy to your world. And especially with that 3rd house being there, and then Mercury and Saturn being in your 6th house with Saturn, or in your 6th house of Aquarius with, Mercury and Saturn conjuncting. It's like, I feel like you're having to get kind of really serious about your routine, your structures, your responsibilities, and where it is that you're headed toward the future, or where it is that you're heading right now. I feel like you're really trying to align yourself, but I like the Chariot and the Judgment being here because I feel like it's you're being redirected toward what it is that you're really supposed to be doing and the direction you're supposed to be going. Four of Wands, the World card. You also have the Magician here. So yeah, there is something I do feel like is completing. I feel like for some of you guys, you could be moving as well with that Four of Wands, the World card. You could be finding stability somewhere else. But I feel like there's a lot of good energy here. Even if you're not moving, the Four of Wands does signify the harvest after you've, completed something and you've built something, especially with the World card being here, completement, achievement. So I do feel like this is going to bring in a lot of passion for you and a lot of excitement, because Four of Wands is Venus and Aries, and there's a lot of intensity and passion but I feel like it's kind of really related to your individual values and what it is that you want to create for yourself and the things that you want to build. So I like this. I feel like you're actually starting to get success here. But the World card's like, it's a long chapter. I feel like, especially with the Ten of Swords and Judgment, it's a long chapter that you're finishing, you're closing out, and I feel like you're stepping into a new beginning here to manifest what it is that you want. So as above, so below. You're the conduit of the divine. You can create whatever you want. Nine of Wands, Two of Wands, Page of Swords here in your outcome. Yeah, I feel like this is like a totally new world that you're stepping in. Even with the World card, I'm a very visual reader, so I look at everything. I even look at the numerology, the astrology in the cards, the astrology, what's going on. I tend to approach tarot from a very hermetic perspective. So it may be a little bit different if you're newer to the channel. But even if you look with the World card, with the Two of Wands, you can see that he's holding the world in his hands. And the way I'm seeing this is like this is a new world that you're stepping into. But I feel like your self-determination is there, especially with the Page of Swords. It's something new, something that you're curious about, something that you're learning as well. But this Nine of Wands, though, it's like I feel like for some of you, it's like by dropping sort of the barriers, it's like I feel like you're losing optimism here. So I feel like, not right now, but I feel like it's like Nine of Wands with Two of Wands is like telling you to trust yourself. It's like telling you to give it a go one more time, or it's telling you to really open up to what it is that you want to receive emotionally that's going to really expand your world and make you feel good and bring joy and positivity. But I feel like whatever this new thing is doing that, but we're going to have to clarify and see what that's about. It's a powerful reading. Let's see. Where is it that what is all this about, Virgo? Let's see. God damn. My traps are tight. my trapezies. They're pretty sore, actually. But anyways. What's going on with Virgos? Two of Swords on the Ten of Swords here. You have the Seven of Pentacles on the Chariot. And you have the Ace of Pentacles on the Judgment. This is a brand new beginning for you. Brand new opportunity that you can create right now. Especially with the Empress on the bottom. But that Two of Swords on the Ten of Swords, it's like, I feel like you're still at not a crossroads, but I still feel like you're reflecting and trying to see what decisions are going to be best for you, especially with the Seven of Pentacles on the Chariot. There's already been results from all this, but it's almost like you can really further and expand what it is that you're doing here even more and get more success. And this could relate to a lot of things. With the Pentacles coming out, this can be in regards to your material world, in regards to the abundance, in regards to the things that you're trying to manifest that align with your values. Could also it could be in regards to relationships, partnerships, especially with the Hierophant being here. But the Judgment Ace of Pentacles is really telling you to open yourself up to the new beginnings that are wanting to be created for you. Like, don't restrict yourself here. Virgos. Well, if there's one sign that has a lot of love shit going on, it's Virgos. You guys got Jupiter, the Sun, Neptune in your 7th house of relationships. Also in your 5th house of love, romance, you have Mars, Venus, Pluto. But remember, Pluto's ruling the South Node in your 3rd house, so, it could just be like you're trying to constantly change things and figure things out, or you're not really opening yourself up based upon fear. It doesn't have to be fear, but it could just be based upon like having to really let go of things, especially with the Ten of Swords and the Judgment. But I feel like things are about to get, pretty good for you. But I feel like there's a lot of decisions you're having to make. Ten of Wands on the Ace of Swords. How do you get through your challenge? You have the Nine of Swords on the Hierophant, and you have the King of Pentacles on the Queen of Wands here. I feel like you have everything you need, Virgo. You don't have to be wealthy or anything like that. But if you know like exactly what it is that you're aligning your values with the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant, what it is that you really want to build in regards to what it is that you believe, the way you want to structure things, it's almost like I feel like it's telling you to kind of step into that and don't be afraid to go after the things you really want. Because the Ten of Wands, how to get through the Ace of Swords, is like, I feel like there's the Ace of Swords could it's the breath, it's life, it's communication, it's the it's inspired thought, it's also your thought process, communication. So I feel like with the Ten of Wands, it's almost like I feel like there's a need to kind of speak what it is that you want, or kind of put your intentions out there based upon what it is that you really want. Nine of Swords on the hair font here. How to get through the hair font of the Nine of Swords. I feel like there's an energy here. It's like, because Nine of Swords, I know it's like stress, anxiety, it's fear, worried that, your commitments, it could feel weird in and of itself, the commitments that you have to make, especially with Chiron being in the 8th house. It could just feel like, different or like weird. So I feel like with this Nine of Swords, this is the Hermetic deck. So this is Mars and Gemini. It's like for some of you, it's like I feel like you have a lot of the information. It's just about the way, even if it's not information, it's like I feel like you have all the intelligence you can figure this out, and I feel like it can help you, navigate what it is that you need to structure and plan. Clarify this Ten of Wands, actually. Yeah, the Emperor with the Ten of Wands. It's like the Emperor is telling you to step into your power. The Emperor is Aries seated in its power, and the Emperor is telling you to step up. Like, I'm not saying that you're not stepping up. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just reading what it's saying, like, just to kind of help you, or just to give you perspective, right? The Emperor and the Ten of Wands, like, it's a burden of choice. It's like having to take on a lot of things, but we all have a burden of choice in our life in regards to responsibilities, in regards to the things that we want to achieve with the Emperor. So I feel like whatever it is that you want, I feel like you can have, but I just feel like it may come with work, or just, having to take on more responsibility. Three of Pentacles on the Four of Wands, and you have the Knight of Pentacles on the World card. Give me one more on this Magician. You have the Devil card. Clarify this Nine of Wands, the Fool card, the Hierophant, and you have the Queen of Pentacles here. Oh, I forgot to say this. Oh, yeah. So you do have this time to move on, and you are here for a purpose. So, and it says, flow with the river, see where it takes you, learning, realizing what matters to you. Well, the Hierophant is a card of learning. It's higher education, higher learning. It's knowledge. So it's like I feel like you have a lot of knowledge. It's just about applying it, or just using what it is that you can to, get things done. Because I feel like if you're trying to overthink things, I feel like it's going to really start to, block you. You do have the Three of Pentacles, though, and the Four of Wands. I do feel like this is you kind of really stepping up, structuring the things that you want, and you're building the things that you want, which are actually starting to get completed and be done. So whatever it is that you're channeling your energies into, whatever it is that you're working on, that you're dedicated to in regards to your gifts, skills, talents, abilities, but just also in regards to what it is that you're building just in general in your life, I do feel like that's completing here with the Four of Wands, Three of Pentacles. I feel like it's going to make you happy. Knight of Pentacles on the World card. Slow and steady wins the race, but I feel like this is allowing you to kind of be in that Virgo energy of, having to, just be practical about what it is that you're doing. I feel like a lot of you guys aren't getting lost in the sauce. Kind of a weird energy, but it's like I feel like you're kind of having to take on the accountability, or take on the, you're kind of having to lead, but I feel like it's leading you to achievement. You do have the Devil with the World card here. Like I said, I know the Devil card is always related to toxicity, but I read my cards differently. Obviously, if I see other cards that indicate toxicity or like negative energy, then I always say it. But the Devil card is also ruled by Saturn, and it does deal with the physical reality and the 3D, and it deals with, having to get really serious and structured based upon what it is that your plans are and how you're going to go about them, with it being Capricorn. So I feel like with the Magician, I feel like this is you kind of really stepping into the commitments and building the things that you want, Virgo. The Magician. It's like the power is all in your hands. The Fool on the Nine of Wands. It's a new beginning. I knew it. Ace of Pentacles on the Nine of Wands. And you're stepping into a brand new beginning, especially with the Fool card in this deck. It's ruled by Pluto, so it does deal with transformation, rebirth, and it makes sense. After the World card, it goes to the Fool card. So I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, you're opening yourself up to something new. And I feel like it's a newer route. But the Nine of Wands is like, I feel like you could be kind of not as optimistic. I don't know why I'm feeling like this loss of optimism, or you're just not really sure, or just kind of hesitant. I feel like it's okay for you to open up. You do have the Hierophant with the Two of Wands. So it's, like I said, like your commitments in regards to the direction you're going, what it is that you're building. But the Queen of Pentacles on the Page of Swords, this could be something new in your material world here that you're starting to research or build or starting to open up toward. What is this actually? The Nine of Pentacles, and you have the Nine of Cups here. I feel like it's Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups is like self-sufficient energy, independent energy, autonomous energy. You don't have to be single to be in this energy, but it's more so like what it is that you're reaping. It's like you're getting the rewards back. What it is that you're sowing, you're reaping. I don't know. You know what I mean. You're getting the fruits from your rewards, basically. So with that Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, I feel like this is a great time for you in the month of March to really open up to the creations and what it is that you want to create. Also, Queen of Pentacles is co-creating. So with all this energy in your 7th house, there could be relationships, important relationships that come in that help you co-create even further. But I feel like with the Nine of Wands and the Fool card, you're going to have to trust, you know, people, or you're going to have to open yourself up. You have the Sagittarius I see with this Cancer I feel card. So I feel like this could be in regards to the home for a lot of you, or your stability and your roots. Also, if it's not that, I just feel like you're also starting to just kind of I feel like you're emotionally starting to become open to your blessings. Because Cancer rules the 4th house, so it does deal with your roots, and it does deal with foundation, building a new, the energy of foundation, but also it can deal with the home and family too. So I feel like this is all about your future and where it is that you're wanting to, where it is that you're wanting to go that's going to make you feel good. Clarify this cleansing storms. You have this silent snow. I feel like you've kind of been quiet, in regards to communicating what it is that you really wanted, or kind of just processing a lot of things. You could be doing a lot of internal reflection, especially with the Two of Swords. But I feel like it's, I feel like there's a great opportunity for you to really have a new beginning. Are Virgos trying to play too small? Because that's kind of the energy that I'm getting in this reading. I know Virgos aren't trying to play too small. You have the King of Cups on the Ace of Pentacles here. I feel like this is definitely something passionate. And the Two of Pentacles here. I feel like this could be some sort of new opportunity. If it's love, it could be with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Two of Pentacles, Jupiter and Capricorn. Whatever this is, I feel like it provides work, but I feel like it's also what provides you security and stability and what it is that you really want to emotionally embody. So I like this. I feel like you're actually stepping into the commitments, because the King of Cups is very devoted and loyal toward its creations, and it's emotionally responsible. So it's like, I feel like you're kind of stepping into that, even with that Emperor and the Ten of Wands. Y'all got me fired up when y'all was reading. Damn, Virgo. I was looking at y'all's chart because I was like, there's a lot going on with y'all, man. There's a lot going on with Virgos. Virgos. So that's what I got for you, Virgos, in your reading. I appreciate y'all for watching as always. I'm wishing y'all the best for the month of March. Be sure to also check your other placements before you leave if you're curious and you're wanting to know. Also, for free to subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell as well if you want to subscribe. But otherwise than that, I can't really talk. But I'll see y'all later. Bye, Virgo.